Yo, welcome back to another video on Kid Ace Trades. Okay, I hope y'all enjoying the video so far. Like, comment, subscribe. This is still a new channel and we are growing, okay? If you want to learn how to day trade, this is the channel for you. And I'm your boy Kid Ace. Let's get straight to it, man. I don't like wasting time. Prop firms versus brokers for beginners. What's the difference? Which ones are better? Which ones do I personally use? What do I think is better? I'm about to answer all these questions right now, so just stay tuned. We're about to start right now. The first thing I just want to go over quick is what are they? All right, and right now I'm on TradingView. I'm just gonna do a little diagrams, and I'm honestly gonna make this the most simple, easy way for you to understand how I understand it. Prop firms, what are they? Not your money / borrowed loan accounts. That's pretty much what a prop firm is. And then a live account is just your money. Or not live account, but a broker is your money. So on the right side we have brokers, on the left side we have prop firms. Okay, this is what they are. And honestly, that's as simple as it is. One is a company, they're both companies actually, but one is not, you're not really using your money. Alright? So yeah. Everything else in this video is gonna answer every other question. The next thing I want to talk about is cost for access, okay? Now prop firms typically range anywhere from $50 to $1,000, to be honest. And a lot of them also come with an activation fee. So that's how much prop firms cost. You can go pretty cheap, get a $50 one, a $100 one with no activation fees and stuff like that, or you could get crazy nice accounts that go to $1,000, $800. Like, it's up to you. The choice is yours, you know how they say. But yeah, brokers usually $0 to join, cost to start. And what this means is you don't pay these guys anything. You just sign up, put your info in, and you trade, man. It's that simple. You don't have to pay them. You pay them a different way, and that is through fees in your trade. Every time you take a trade, they take little fees. It's like cents, but they make a cut of money every time you trade, regardless if you win or lose. That's how brokers get paid. The next thing I want to get into are the rules of each account. Not each, but the rules between prop firms and brokers. And honestly, for prop firms, I'm just going to type a lot. You have news, restrictions, eval phase, consistency. And these are just a couple to mention rules. I'm gonna keep going over some. Brokers, none. Okay, from what my experience, once you're trading live, it's your money. You can do what you want. You can, and I'll do this. No news restrictions, swing trade how you want. You can, I don't even know exactly what to put in this box because you can just do what you want here. The difference is it's your money, you know, so be careful. But prop firms, news restrictions, you can't trade during certain news on some of them, others you can. Eval phase, most have an eval phase. You could get an instant funded account which doesn't have eval phases, but those are typically more expensive and come with a bunch of rules. Eval phases, you can have 1-step or 2-step eval phases. Some are harder to pass than others. Consistency rules, there's all different kinds. Like Alpha Futures has a 40% consistency rules where your biggest day can't be more than 40% of your total profit. But then there's consistency rules like you must have 5 days of $150 winning days to get your payout. So you kind of just have to read those rules and make the decisions based on you. But basically, prop firms have a lot of rules, a lot of restrictions, a lot of ways that it'll be hard to kind of use, whereas brokers don't have too many rules at all, and you do what you want. Alright, next, because this is the bread and butter, what I be interested most in figuring out when I'm looking into prop firms pretty much the payout process. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start with the broker just because it's that easy. Anytime you want, okay? It is your money. It is my money and I want it now. So you can take it whenever you want. You make a couple dollars in a trade today, take that money. Okay, I'm not saying do it, but like you can, okay? That is pretty much it for brokers. When it comes to prop firms, honestly, I'm just gonna type more rules. Like I said, you have consistency rules. You have to get to a certain profit target. So after this eval phase is what I'm talking about. You've already passed your eval phase. You showed them you could trade. They reset your account and now you start fresh. Now this is the money you can be potentially making. First of all, on both of my prop firms, I have to get to 2K in profit before I can take anything out. Actually, just one allows that. Alpha Futures, you don't have to, but it's kind of smarter so you can give yourself a buffer. Because there's another thing that's called MMLs, which is your maximum loss limit. You cannot go below this number. This is just another prop firm rule. Whereas brokers, it's the amount of money you have in your account. Prop firms, you can't go below your MML or you blow your account. So to get these payouts, you better be consistent, or whatever consistency rules they have. You better not pass that MML or daily loss limit. There's just a bunch of different things. I mean, you might just get locked out if you pass the daily loss limit. But either way, there's a bunch of rules with prop firms. News restrictions. I almost lost my account because of news. I did not get a payout. I've passed all the rules. In my head, I'm thinking I'm good. I request my payout and they deny me because I had a trade that was within the rules. So what they do, they denied my payout. They also said, we're taking away that profit that you made on that news trade, and we reset your consistency, so you have to do that again. So, and then I happened to just went on a losing streak, and now that account is close to being blown. Like, that's why prop firms are a little, people complain about them, people hate them. You'll get my answer at the end of this video, but they are a headache sometimes. But yes, basically once you complete these rules, you can get your payout. One of my friends, in fact, just got their first payout yesterday, okay? Hit his bank account, and he's good. So it is very real. You can do it, but it is harder to do than a regular live account. Alright, next I just want to go over the personal risk, because I know so far it pretty much just sounds like prop firms are just a bunch of BS and why would you even go for them, whereas live accounts sound like the smarter choice, but the personal risk is where it really comes into play. Now, prop firms, your personal risk is whatever you paid for the account is the money you can lose. And my fault if there's any typos, y'all. I'm just teaching, man. So whatever you pay for the account is money you can lose. Whereas brokers, money you deposit is the money you're risking. Boom, the money you deposit is the money you're risking. It is your money. So personal risk wise, let's say you have $100. You put it in a live account, you can lose that 100. Let's say you put $100 into a funded account, you can lose that 100. So those risks are the same. Now when you put $1,000 into a live account and you put $100 into a prop firm, now you can see where the risk differs. You can lose $1,000, or you could just go lose that $100 you still had put into the prop firm. So the personal risk is a lot less when it comes to the prop firm, which is why it's harder to get the money from them. I can't wait to get to the end, because I promise you, you'll realize the benefits of either and you'll be able to pick for yourself which one is best for you. So next, the part that we starting to get even juicier is the profit potential, the scalability, the juicy stuff, the stuff that you see on Instagram, why these traders have good lives, okay? And what I'm trying to get to as well. The thing with prop firms is, like I said, if you risk that $100 to get your account, pay $100 to make your first payout can be $1,000. My boy's first payout was around over $1,000. I'll just tell you that. So your first payout can pay for that account if you're smart with it, okay? So you pay $100 make, I don't even know what to write here. Pay 100, make a lot more, pretty much. All right, sorry y'all. So I had to take off my jacket. I was getting a little hot, but I also had to figure out some good terms to explain this part better for y'all. But with the prop firms, the profit potential is just better if you have less capital, okay? And that's like a person like me. I didn't have that much to start. I couldn't put a bunch of money into a live account, so I started with prop firms. The thing is, you pay your 50, 100, 200 for this account, and you're trading it as if you get a $50,000, $100,000 account, and you leverage like that. So I paid $150, $100, $50, whatever it is, to get a $50,000 account. Now you don't have the whole $50,000 to play with. It's really, your MML will be like usually $2,000 in a $50,000 account. But even with $2,000, that is more money than you're able to play with than your live account, unless you put $2,000 in your live account. You feel me? So off rip, I paid 100. Now I'm able to risk trades with an account of at least $2,000 of room before it's blown. That is way better if you don't have the money to put in a live account. That's why I personally love prop firms. Now, I'm not saying this is bad for the live account. The live account can still be pretty profitable and be good for you, but it's typically the fact is higher capital is better. Let's say you have $100 like I do in my live account. Theoretically, all the good traders are going to tell you risk 1 to 2%, 3 maybe even 4. But that on a $100 account is $1, $2, $3, or $4. Even if I'm risking the higher percentage, $4 to make $8 in a trade, that is outrageously low for me. And I'm not saying like I'm trying to be greedy. I'm not saying in a sense of like, oh, I need more money, I'm trying to get rich quick. That's just not enough. So I personally started out banking on prop firms more. I didn't even start trading live because I'm not trying to make it $8. At the same time, I'm not trying to risk the whole account and just over leverage and blow my money. So that's why I went the prop firm route, okay? At the same time, the minute I get $2,000, y'all, even $1,000, I even have 100 in a live account already. So y'all already see, there's benefits to live I'm about to get into soon. But if I had $2,000, I was throwing that whole in a live account, and it would be that. So they're both pretty profitable. It's just more capital is better with the live account. Prop firms, you can make some noise with less capital for sure. The one thing I love about prop firms too is the scalability. You can get one prop firm with a company, and let's say I paid 100 for it, right? And I get a $1,000 payout. Lovely. That is a great return. You can get more prop firms, as many as you. I haven't even seen rules on the amount of accounts you can have overall. I've seen rules on the amount of accounts you can have per company. Like Alpha Futures might only allow 3 or 5. Top Step I think is 5. Tradeify is like 5 per household. Take Profit Trader is like 5 per person. So it's like, but you see how much companies I just mentioned. I could get all of those. I could get like 20 accounts. Now, yeah, I paid a lot now. It was like $2,000 of accounts. But now let's say I get $1,000 from each of those accounts. That's $20,000 from the same payout I just got from my one account. You can copy trade them. As in, you can link all those accounts to one master account. You're trading the one master account, and all your trades are being copied to all those other accounts. So the work you do for one account will be copied to the work you do for 20 accounts. And your money multiplies by 20. You feel me? Your losses multiply by 22, but like, if you're thinking about it the way I'm thinking about it, that doesn't matter, because we're gonna win, okay? So this is why I love funded accounts, prop firms, whatever you want to call it, same thing. Now the last category I want to jump into, which to me is one of the most important if you want to do this for a while, is the longevity between prop firms and brokers. Now, I'm just gonna put it as simple as I can. Low / not very reliable, high, very reliable. Now, what do I mean by this? Prop firms, being that they give us so many rules, being that it's with companies that could close down, being that this is like a newer thing in terms of trading prop firms and funded accounts, that like just being reliable. I've heard many stories of prop firms shutting down, so you want to find a good, reliable, trusted one that many people have used. But also, it's just the fact of what it is. You see how I traded that one account and traded it during news? They technically can shut down my account and just cancel it because I violated a trading policy. They were just being nice and they let me go for the first time that I violated. But they said if I did it again or keep doing it, I could risk having my account shut down. So it's like you can end up losing your funded accounts easily on accident. And it's just like, hey man, and they don't care. Their goal is to make money, so they don't care. They don't care if you have your account or not. The broker side is high and very reliable, just in the fact of, if I do one day get a big chunk of money in a live account and I'm trading my 1 to 2%, you're not really like, if I can make my $200, $300 in a day, which would involve a good bit of money in the account, but I'm just saying, if I could trade my 1, 2, 3, 4% a day, and I don't gotta care about rules, I don't care about nothing. It's my account, my money. I could do payouts whenever I want. Nobody's gonna tell me anything. That's just a lot better, a lot easier, sustainable. You don't have to worry about anybody shutting down your account. It is your money. You could take it out whenever you want. It's just way more reliable for the long game in terms of trading. Now, what I would say is you can just keep buying more prop firms. So it's not that they're not reliable, but one account that you worked on for so long could just be blown and then you just gotta start over. That's the only thing. But you could just keep buying accounts. It's not like you can't do it long term, but you can maintain a live account long term a lot easier, is all I would say. Alright, so my final answer between who is better between prop firms and brokers, and what do I use, what will I be using in the future, what will I stick to? If we could get a drum roll, please. Both. Okay, I'm sure some of you guessed that. But both. I literally like both just as equal. I'm going to do both equally at the same time. I've just started taking trades at the same time, trying to figure out my process and how to incorporate live and prop firms and getting the same trades on both, which I do successfully. I plan to trade prop firms and live money my whole life as of right now. If I can trade for the rest of my life, don't have to work a job 9 to 5, and I could just trade, I promise you I'll be doing both prop firms and both live, because they both just have crazy benefits to me personally, and I just went through all of them. I don't have a lot of capital for a live account, so I really like prop firms. The fact that my friend bought his account for, I think it was Alpha Futures, so 70 plus a 150 activation fee, so that's a little over 200, and then he got a payout for over 1,000, made his return already. That's why I like prop firms. It did take a while, you know, you gotta pass the rules, but such is life. Not all things are easy in life, you know. At the same time, this live account that I have, I don't even trade it like a regular live account. I trade it like I just had $100, and whatever happens with it happens. Almost like, I don't want to call it gambling, but I'm not risking 1, 2, 3, 4%. I'm risking heavy on that $100. I might risk half that $100 to make another 100. Okay. That live account is at 240 right now, so I've gone from 100. I was down, I was at $40, and now I'm at 240. So y'all see the type of moves I'm trying to make. I'm trying to grow it bigger, but at the end of the day, I just like it because now I've actually made $100. I could pull that money out if I need right now, you know. So, and I could trade news, I could trade no restrictions, I could just trade whenever I want, I could swing trade, I don't have to close positions. It's just cool to me. It's just a whole different game than prop firms, and I like both. So my final answer is both. I hope that satisfied everybody. I hope you know, balance, weigh out the options and pick which one you like the most. Or you could do both like me. I don't think it's hard at all. Even when it comes to using the technical partners, whether it's CFDs or futures, and that's trading lots or contracts, none of it makes a difference to me. We're trading, the price goes in the same way, and I'm risking the same amount of money. As long as I can see how much money I'm risking, I personally don't care, because that's all I'm trading for. The amount of money I can risk, what I get on my TP is what I get. Like, comment, subscribe, show your boys some love, help me grow the channel. I hope I was able to help you figure out whether you like prop firms or brokers more, and I hope you can make a decision. If you need to see examples of prop firms or brokers I use, they will be linked down below. Check them out. I'm messing with them so far, so no complaints on my side. But again, this is Kid Ace Trades. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see y'all next time. Sheesh!
Green, 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 green is all I see. Had to stop the lies, nigga. I just smart TP.